that doctors will say nothing's happening, but you know something's getting changed. And so as a result of this, you know that things are happening, and they are watching us, they are looking after us, and they know that at a certain time will come when they will be able to do first contact, and then it'll be a personal one-to-one contact between their counselors, their medical teams, and ourselves, and then we'll finally make that transition to being limited conscious beings to being fully conscious beings.
I have another question from the chat room. Will
Sure.
we be able to visit Lyra and Cyrus in our new physical future?
In our new future, we will, of course, become galactic beings. So going to Lyra and going to Sirius will be, Sirius A or B, will be part of the process, because when you're fully conscious, you can go there either in your Merkaba light body or you can go in the ship. Either way, you can move quickly from one place to another, and that's our future, because when we become fully conscious beings, the veil between heaven and ourselves vanishes. We become fully potentialized spiritual as well as physical beings, and then we can do whatever is necessary for us to move from one place to another.
What I would like to ask you something. I'm a teacher.
Right.
So I'm going to go there, okay, with you. Because, and I'm sure you already know what I'm about to say. As a teacher, it is very difficult a lot of times to relay concepts to people, especially people who've been trapped in a certain mindset.
Right.
What can people of consciousness do to really move our society from the primitiveness that they are surrounded by into a mindset of the new tomorrow with the Galactic Federation?
One of the most important things is to make people aware of the fact that there's this change going on. When people start looking at what's happening to themselves in terms of physical changes, in terms of their levels of awareness, they begin to change. And the second thing that is important for helping them out is to just have them look up and understand about the whole UFO phenomena. There is a vast increase in the amount of sightings. And if you look up in the sky, really look up in the sky, not just to look at stars, but to just look, people will see almost every night, they'll see things that look like slightly floating, color changing, things that aren't stars or planets. Those things are ships. And you can then see that they're observing us every day. They're out there. The amount of daylight sightings among people is increasing as well. So when we have all things like we have these major phenomenon going on in places like Mexico, just about all of South America, various parts of Africa, and parts of Asia, that where they know and accept the fact that these things exist, that they're real, and they don't look at it as some strange, scary thing. They see it as something that is just the opposite. It's a part of nature, a part of who and what we are. And that will be something that more and more people will begin to see. So the first thing is to just relate to what's changing in yourself and then just move outward.
We have a caller, area code 719. Good morning and welcome to One Moment in Time. You're talking to the team and to Sheldan. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I guess I'm the 719 number, but I was I'm on your web blog site, and I thought it was an audio, so is it a phone?
Yes, it's a phone line. You're on with us.
It's a phone line. Okay,
yes.
Sheldan, I have read you're becoming a galactic citizen.
A galactic human, yeah.
Yeah, and I probably read that about 5 or 6 years ago, and it was really, it really helped me. I had all these questions, and I wanted to thank you very much for the book.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And we're talking about the sightings on the 14th and the 15th and the 16th. Is that going to happen?
Whatever is. Those are the kind of things that they just keep to themselves. So whatever is going to happen, they just look at where people are at, and they come up with what is necessary. So what it is because I have in many of my lectures, I've had to completely change them at the last moment, and so I had to move everything around because they look at what the people are about and where they're at and what they can experience and go from there. So whatever happens will happen.
Okay. I'm ready.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead.
Oh, great. Sheldan, the young lady that was mentioning about you being a galactic human, is that something that they select you for, or can you volunteer to become? Are they taking volunteers?
Well, just ask what they want to do with your particular spiritual essence on this planet and where they want you to go, and you'll find out. You'll get into whatever is necessary for them to contact you. So the contact may be a voice, it may not be. It may be colors, whatever. Just understand it, go with it, and see where it leads. Just put it in the light and go forward.
Okay. Now, do you know anything about, or could you share with me anything about a planetary spirit? Being a planetary spirit. Are you familiar? Or does that have any, being a galactic human?
Planetary spirit, well, maybe you were kind of breaking up a little bit there. Maybe you can repeat.
Okay. I wanted you to expound on the meaning and essence of a planetary spirit.
Okay, well, all planets have three things. They have their physical selves, they have their spiritual selves, because all beings that are planets, stars, etc., are sentient beings. And along with them, they have their own planetary hierarchies. And so what we have to understand is the planet we're on is a living being that needs to be honored, and that also it has a planetary hierarchy. It's ascended masters, etc. Just about everybody who has dealt with anything with spirit on this planet has run into the occult masters and the various other people who are in charge of bringing forth this spiritual energy, this essence of the earth and her message.
Okay. And speaking of other, planetary masters and so forth and so on, are you familiar with the Mahanta consciousness? Can you expound on that if you do know anything about Mahanta?
No, I don't.
Okay.
All right. And I want to go back here because we do have a question from the chat room.
Yes,
James Woods would like to know, is our planet dying? And do we need to step up our efforts in space exploration and the colonization of other planets?
Well, our planet isn't dying. It's just in a period between going from being a limited conscious being to being a fully conscious being. And one of the things that it requires is for us to understand that we are here to be its guardians, and that she would really like us to become aware of who and what she is, and to cherish her, and to understand that the environmental movement and all the things related around it are just part of a rebirth of this process we're talking about, which is the use of ritual and caring for this planet, and allowing us to understand that we are beings who have come here from other worlds to help her become a stable and successful and living being. And that's basically what we have to understand.
Now, something very interesting. You used a pronoun, we. So do you consider yourself part of the Galactic Federation?
Well, I'm so used to using that. Yeah, they always talk to me and tell us, so I've been using it for so long that...
Okay, I just caught that, Sheldan. I had to ask. I'm a teacher. I had to ask. But let's go on, because we actually have another question here in the chat room. Can Sheldan give us a tool that he thinks would be useful for us to use to welcome the Galactic Federation?
One of the tools is to just take your love energy and just bring it out every day into out in there, and just welcome them here, and just be grateful for what they are doing. And that's all that's really required.
Okay, Sheldan, we have a caller from area code 406. Good morning. Caller from area code 406, are you with us? Hello?
Yes, hello. Good morning. My name is Robin, and I've followed Sheldan's updates since August 1995 and read the book, You Are Becoming a Galactic Human, and I think the one after that, First Contact, and many of the tapes from back in those days. But my question is, now, throughout the years, and I believe a few times this year, in the updates, they have alluded to flyovers in the fall, and particularly on the August 19th update, it was stated that our next step is to offer more dramatic proof that we are here. So, are the flyovers close?
They're close. Exactly when, like I said, all of that stuff they keep to themselves. And so I just relate what they say. I can just take my single finger typing dictation with them. They sometimes get a little frustrated with me because I'm